Working with teens is so different from all of the other communities I've worked with. The teens are in this really interesting and specific social moment where they are trying to decide and solidify who they are.
I just really love exploring new things. When I was little, when I thought of art, I thought of just realistic like images and stuff like that. But trying to learn more about it, I realized that there's other areas of art, and that's made me want to look more into it.
The Youth Spectrum Arts is an after-school teen program for teens ages 15 to 19, where they meet to talk about contemporary art and culture. This specific group is focused on gender and sexuality and focusing on the queer and trans community.
One of the goals that we have as facilitators of this program is to create a safe space for personal growth and also for community building among the teens.
We really want them to develop a close-knit kind of community, to be able to cooperate and develop programs and ideas together in ways that are sustainable.
I joined YSA because I wanted to be exposed to a new group of people that were the same interests as me and stuff like that. So definitely building more community and meeting the people now, it's just wow, you have the same ideas as me and stuff like that. It's really cool.
They learn about each other and themselves and about what it means to be in a museum and kind of the history about NewMu Museum.
One theme that's emerged for us and also for the teens, really challenging the institution and making sure that the teens feel like they have the power to question the institution that we're working within and also institutions overall.
As we're thinking about these institutions and who leads them, what objects are there, what artists are represented there, that we are already kind of doing the work of thinking about these different identities and how they interplay and intersect together.
You get to meet new people and become friends with people who have similar views as you, so I really like that. And it's also kind of a gateway to a career, a possible career in working at a museum or something. My favorite moment in the program was meeting Miles. And it was my first time meeting an artist, and I just liked how open and how open they were. He was talking to me and engaging with me he's known me for a really long time. And just knowing that's how artists are and stuff like that really kind of intrigued me a little bit more.
Meeting these artists is a great way for them to connect, to think about a career as an artist for themselves and learning to kind of think about what that means and how an artist navigates the world and what does it mean to be an artist, what does it mean to have a practice, and also what are the questions that these artists are asking, and then also how does that apply to a space like a museum.
Also, there's lots of laughs. They are teaching me how to teach better, but they're also teaching me how to have fun in the work. Because when they are not having it, they're not having it. And so it's okay, let's loosen this and let's have some fun. And they are always for that.
These are teens that may not know each other at all. Some of them all come from different schools all over New York City, and having the opportunity to meet together once a week and then coming up and planning an event that's going to be shared out with other teens to attend. And so creating, ideating, and also producing a summit, which is really exciting.
The space that they cultivate among each other allows them to feel safe having difficult conversations and to really challenge themselves to grow as leaders and to kind of model that leadership to other teens through the Teen Summit.
The Teen Summit is called Beyond the Essence, More Than Critical. They're talking about moving beyond the visual beauty of the artwork, that there's a deeper meaning and thinking around art, and that taking the time to kind of break down and think beyond the essence and think more critical about what an artist might be intending. They've planned a scavenger hunt in the galleries with questions that they came up with to connect to their artwork, and then there's a sensory museum that's happening in the theater addressing this idea of senses and many different ways of interacting, and then a conversation with the artist when getting meet to.
We can really bring different communities into conversation with one another so that we really empower all of those teens to feel like leaders in their own spaces, but also in our Teen Summit space as well.